Inside Little Caesars Arena. Welcome to Big 3 opening night on the CBS Sports Network. It is presented by Gary Jones. Oh, look at it, man. We get some mouthing off. Josh Smith and Royce West. Oh, they're going to put some hands on one another. And we got our first fight here on opening night.
Basketball, the last thing I want to see is anything to go beyond that. And sometimes I just feel like if they see a friendly face, it can maybe...
Because I know who's picking up the check in that scenario. I mean...
Listen, wherever Kemba goes, I think he's going to be picking up the check for the rest of the summer.
White in tight. McDonald gets a block. And then White brings it back on Stevenson. McDonald will send us
the White Mamba, a.k.a. the Meteor.
I mean, Brian Scalabrine may be the only guy capable of filibustering an interview with Michael Rappaport. Stevenson crossing over. Royce White tees it up, ends up with a foul late. Ends up with a foul late after some terrific D.
Yeah, and Royce White may have... Let's see if they go back. Quintel.
Into the hands of Robinson. Couldn't finish the easy two. There's Royce White to help him out. But the kickoff, and now White's going to get it back off the missed look from Craig Smith.
Oh, nice move. Nice move.
And finishes with the left. Enemies back on top, 38-36. They trail.
Touch of the game with the ball in McDonald's hand.
White on Woods. Royce White. Backing down Quintel Woods and finishes with the right. Both Stevens, enemies 10 points away from the win. Have to win by 2, playing to 50. White, step back on McDonald. Roy, Marcus Williams. McDonald knocked away, gets it back, can't finish. Tap out into the hands of White, who lost it.
With the official
I haven't seen it. I mean, waiting to see if that's a travel call.
He has to.
I think he tweaked his hamstring a little bit last week. Went home and did some rehab. And
we saw one NBA season for him.
Did he score 30 points in the game?
30. And Lamar Odom on the path to keeping his career alive and showing people what he can still do as a person and a professional.
You know, years ago, there was
29 years old, out today for the enemies, but they hope he's a key piece down the stretch of this Big 3 season. How about that move? Up and under, going reverse. Derek Byers out of Vanderbilt. Second round pick in 2000.
Job by White keeping Davis in front.
Smith shields and scores.
Those ballers somewhat of an inside presence.
Royce White with
the balance from the enemies.
Stripped, White the steal, White the slam. He ripped it away from Davis straight up and finishes for the...
Probably bye-bye, Ghost Ballers.
White, no foul, nicely done, but give it back to White. And Craig Smith adds to the run. It's 10 consecutive points to begin the half. And George Gervin.
Quick drives.
White, much needed with that left.
They're going to post up. They're going to post up Arenas. They got to get him in the paint.
Smith, the recognition with the... Enemies in a good spot now.
Yeah, normally that's like a layup for Mike Taylor. He just unfortunately didn't finish. Deep three. But Royce White made that play by penetrating it on time, on target pass.
For the win, Gilbert Arenas knocks it down. Game over in Birmingham. Enemies a winner.
Not only is the bank open, but all of the links.
Right now in Big 3 competition, Aliens come in at 1 and 2. First season of the Big 3. There's Royce White. Enemies reset. Smith triple. Long rebound, why not line it up again?
And Smith's gonna keep shooting that thing.
Rush has a loose ball, and now Robinson fights to get it. Back to loose, Royce White lay in, so the White banging some more with Hollins. Gets a step, gets a bucket, and now enemies 1 bucket away from a third straight win.
That's incredibly tough, and you see White talking a little bit to Hollins, and you know, White has had some issues before.
Shaking playing would be kind of a catalyst, but Craig Smith, I think he said it best. He came in ready to play.
And so,
able to just, you know, grab the basketball and then finish inside. So if I'm Rick Mahorn in that last huddle, One, let's stop beating ourselves.
So White buries the triple to give Trilogy its largest lead. 8 straight for Trilogy, an 11-0 run.
You see how far O'Brien is playing back off of Royce White. Now, it's 2 things with that. One,
Royce White, who's been terrific for the enemies, first season, Big 3, backs down on Maggette.
He looks the same way he did when he retired.
Oh,
Royce White.
8 now for Julian Wright. Royce White backs down on Julian Wright. Royce White.
I think was at the draft. He comparing himself to LeBron James.
Right. Well, that's confident.
That's big time confidence.
White. Loose ball.
Take that glove. White against Al Thornton. Help comes. Nice cut, Frank Robinson.
In rebounding for years, he would go underneath the basket and work his way and tip offensive rebounds in.
Ensuing steal.
Royce White has checked in for the enemies. He's got the ball now. Inside, and the layup is good by Frank Robinson.
Nice little cut back door.
5-point lead here for the Killer Threes. Speaking of 3, count that one.
For New Orleans.
Killer Threes trying to wrap up a playoff spot. Royce White.
Are you going to trademark that?
He needs to, doesn't he?
It does.
He really does. The Hamachi.
The lead can change and momentum can shift.
There's Nitty. Inside. Challenged by Gilbert. Dunked home by Royce White. And that lead is 5. It was 12, but a quick 7-0 run